Why is the Bible so popular? One reason is its wealth of stories that appeal to everyone from children to the elderly. Each person walks away with a different interpretation, which is why the Bible continues to captivate audiences worldwide. Most people aren't fans of dry, lofty truths. They prefer engaging stories because stories allow our brains to paint vivid pictures. Jesus was a master storyteller, and in the passage we're exploring today, he tells us a tale about an unclean spirit. This story from the book of Matthew chapter 12 has a profound impact because it's flexible and thought-provoking. It can undermine conventional wisdom and challenge authority. The story goes, when an impure spirit comes out of a person, it goes through arid places seeking rest and does not find it. Then it says, I will return to the house I left. When it arrives, it finds the house unoccupied, swept clean and put in order. Then it goes and takes with it 7 other spirits more wicked than itself, and they go in and live there. And the final condition of that person is worse than the first. That is how it will be with this wicked generation. This story serves as a metaphor for the generation at that time. It's about a person who is like a clean, beautifully decorated, empty house that was once home to 7 unclean spirits. These spirits wander outside, return, and bring back 7 even more wicked spirits. Naturally, this person's condition worsens. While the story doesn't describe what this worse condition looks like, it reminds me of the phrase, a wolf in sheep's clothing, which is used to describe someone who appears respectable but is in fact dangerous or harmful. Behavior is just the surface. Have you ever wondered what lies beneath it? The essence of behavior is the spirit, or more colloquially, the thought system that governs a person. From a religious perspective, this person is possessed by demons. The seemingly clean, tidy, beautifully decorated, and righteous generation in the eyes of Jesus is a pitiful creature dominated by evil spirits, possessed by a group of demons, and ruled by dark forces, including the religious world. This is why the Bible says the whole world is under the control of the evil one. Let's return to the phrase, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Originally, during the Ming Dynasty, this phrase referred to the patterns embroidered on the official robes of court officials. Civil officials had birds embroidered on their robes, while military officials had animals. Depending on their rank, different birds and animals were used. There was no derogatory connotation at the time. The same era, the same religion appears neutral on the surface. However, when the spirit that dominates this appearance changes, good and evil become apparent. Jesus tells this story against the backdrop of the historical facts of the Jewish people. At that time, the Jews had experienced being captured and taken to Babylon. Although they were cleansed and freed from idols, their disbelief and rebellion against God led them to a worse state than before their captivity. Looking at the reality of the religious world, if a person only focuses on religious rituals and theoretical knowledge and does not have God in their heart, they may appear like a clean, empty room on the surface. But they can fall under Satan's power at any moment, even worse than those without religious beliefs. So, what does the unclean spirit refer to in real life? Some scholars explain that they are a group of spirits that bind people with desires, immorality, or obscenities. Once a person is possessed by them, they will immediately be plagued by various vices, dominated by evil desires, and unable to free themselves. Today we've delved deep into the story of the unclean spirit from Matthew 12. We've explored the layers of meaning behind the narrative and considered its implications for our understanding of the world, religion, and ourselves. Remember, sometimes it's not just about the clean exterior, but what lies beneath. And keep in mind, a house swept clean can still be a home for wicked spirits if we're not careful.